everybody, welcome back. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. This is a planner. We're doing a plan with me. I don't even want to talk about the last couple weeks. It's been, well, I am actually going to talk about it, but as far as planning, like this is the current week. I haven't even planned. I did plan the previous week, and the week before I did plan, but I did not do a plan with me. So things are starting to normalize a little bit as much as they can for me right now, and so I am ready to get back and get a little more consistent. I appreciate you guys hanging in there. We are using kit 159 this week, and I'm super excited for it. It's actually what I use for my monthly this month. I'm behind on my spaz and snark, but I have a little post-it note for it. I need to fill it in later today. But yeah, and I also have not planned my September monthly yet. That is what I have. I will probably end up doing that, filming it on the 1st and posting it a week later, because I've already filmed 3 videos today, and we are currently shut down. We're doing our inventory migration system, so I have lots of other things I need to be focusing on, and I don't really have too many plans in September other than camping, my son's 19th birthday, and then some appointments. So, all right, let's get into it. I'm gonna lay down the things, then I will come back and catch you up on what has been happening in the world of OUC and the world of Melanie Reller.
I've seen those faces, I've heard all the lies, but you ain't gazing on someone in denial. 'Cause you want dollar bills right now, but you gotta work real hard. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I say, something knocked you out. You felt your limitations and filled your mind with doubt.
All right, so I realized as I was like laying down the things that I'm like, I don't actually have a ton to put in this week. So if I'm gonna chat, I might as well go ahead and film and chat. Where did my tweezers? Gotta have tweezers for date dots. I don't even know how you people without tweezers do it. Okay, so I had my first mammogram on July 26th, and because I turned 40 in May. So I actually should have done it in May or early June. I did not. I kind of put it off for a minute. But ladies, if you're 40 plus, this is a reason I'm talking about this, because it is so important for me now, having been through and going through what I'm going through, for me to spread the word of just how important this is. There's a reason we do screenings. I had my first mammogram on July 26th, and the tech told me, so my local hospital has 2 branches, and there is one that has a better breast center. I went to the one that was closest to my house because, you know, it's just my first mammogram, and they consider it a baseline. Breast cancer is not prevalent in young people, and your chances get higher as you get older. So I, while a little nervous and thinking, is it going to hurt? Which, by the way, it does not. I was fine with going. So I just went to the one closest to my house that has just basic mammogram machines. And the tech told me as I was leaving, she said, you have dense breast tissue, which is not unusual for a woman as young as you are, which, yay, thank you for the compliment. I don't get that much anymore or feel that much anymore. She said, I'm not saying you're going to, but just don't be surprised if you get called back for another one. And a friend of mine had told me that as well. So I was like, okay, no problem, you know. So a couple days later, sure enough, there was a request for a second mammogram. So I called and talked to them about it. And they wanted to send me to the other location because they have special diagnostic mammograms, which, yes, that made me nervous. Like, why, you know, so basically you guys didn't get good, it's not that you didn't get good images, you're actually looking at something. And they said, yes, we want to look at something in your right breast. And I said, okay. And she said, it's not unusual, don't freak out. And, you know, of course, I'm freaking out a little bit, but I just kept telling myself, this is normal, this is no big deal, it will be fine. And so I went back for my second diagnostic mammogram. So at that one, when they do a diagnostic mammogram, at least at our local hospital, you meet with a radiologist right after. So you have your results before you walk away. So there's no wondering about anything. So I did take my husband with me for that one, just to kind of keep me calm. Didn't really know where I was going. You know, he's amazing. He was happy to go with me. They decided that they wanted to do a biopsy. So it escalated pretty quickly. They were looking at something called microcalcifications, which are in a woman's milk duct, and those don't generally show up on MRIs. So, you know, they went straight for the biopsy. I had that on August 2nd, so they were moving really quickly. So that was a week later. That was not fun. I had to have another mammogram that same day. So I'm 3 mammograms and a biopsy in at this point. And so my appointment was on a Tuesday. Thursday was our results appointment. So they just go ahead and set up an appointment for you. They don't put anything in our MyChart system, you know, not because they don't want to say it's benign or cancerous, but just because they want to discuss them in person, which I appreciate. So my husband and I are on the way to that appointment, and the nurse calls me and she said, the radiologist is not really sure how to proceed with your case. She said, the good news is that your tumor is benign. And I said, well, okay, if it's benign, then, you know, and then that was the first tumor word I had heard. I thought we were looking at calcifications, etc. So they ended up seeing that they were precancerous cells, which isn't always alarming. It just really depends. I'm trying to think where I'm at here. Well, so I'm not just talking and I'm actually working and doing the things. I need to put laundry day in. I'm going to dig through and we'll do my personal stuff while we're chatting. So precancerous cells, you know, people can have precancerous cells on their skin that never turn cancerous. There's just something about it being inside your body that, you know, makes it a little harder to monitor. And since I had never had a mammogram before, they didn't know, you know, how long those had been there, etc. So the radiologist decided to send my case to a tumor board. So they canceled my appointment that day while we were en route because they just didn't have a lot to tell us. And that was awful. Like knowing that, okay, I have my results. It could be something, it could be nothing. Was a little hard to digest. So like I said, that was Thursday. The tumor board met on Friday and they told me they would call me on Monday with the results. So the nurse told me that generally in those types of situations, they go one of two ways. They either decide to monitor it, or they decide to go ahead and do a lumpectomy and remove the precancerous portion. So I'm like, okay, well for me, I just kind of want it out, you know, like if it's precancerous, why would we even watch it? But I don't know much at this point. I haven't actually met with anybody about it, etc. So that weekend took forever. They called me Monday morning, which I gotta say, this hospital is on it. I have nothing but good things to say about them. So they did call me Monday morning and they said the tumor board would like for you to get a breast MRI. And let me tell you guys, I am so claustrophobic. Like, I don't know if you just heard my voice even quiver when I said that. Like, so claustrophobic. Like, Jason used to think it was funny to like put the blanket covers over my head in the bed, and that did not end well for him. So he definitely learned his lesson on that, and I do not like small things. So I just moved the table. I ended up going into my primary care physician, getting something for that so I could get into that machine, and I had that on last Friday. Since the tumor board is overseeing my case, they were supposed to review the results over the weekend, but I did not hear anything until yesterday. So it is Thursday the 25th right now. So it was a very, very long couple of days. So I finally got the results for that. They are recommending a surgical removal. I don't know the details of that yet. I will meet with the breast surgeon next Thursday, and we will come up with a game plan. So when they do a biopsy, they just do a small section. This way they'll be able to take out the entire thing, which is 11 millimeters big. So I think it's about a 1/2 inch, and be able to test all of it for cancer and make sure that everything is okay. And here's why I'm telling you this. I am a very spiritual person. I don't talk about religion unless I know I am in, hold on, I'm doing Tuesday, Thursday, maybe Friday. Okay. I don't push my religion on other people, and so this is me getting a little bit religious for a minute. I thought, you know what, there has to be something that comes from this, and if it means that I can inspire even one person to go get a mammogram that they've been putting off, or, you know, tell somebody else to go get a mammogram that they've been putting off, it will have all been worth it. Because honestly, I probably would have put it off if my best friend hadn't been right on me about it. You know, it's important, go get it done. So I did. And it's because of her that I can be grateful that whatever this is being caught early, and whatever this is will get taken care of, and it'll be fine. But to know that if I had put this off for even a year, I could be in a totally different situation. So even if you put it off for a year or two or whatever, go get your freaking mammogram, because it has not been a fun experience to go through all this, but knowing that I'm catching whatever it is and that it's not turning into breast cancer is making me feel very grateful and very thankful. Is it going to mess up things at OUC for a while? Yeah, probably. Has it been messing things up at OUC for the last couple weeks? Absolutely. That's okay. You know, we'll get through it. I don't know how many, you know, and this kind of rolls into the OUC part of the conversation, is I don't know how many reformats I'm going to get done before we start getting to January kits. So the kits might look a little bit different throughout the year. I may do smaller changes as we go through. We may lower the number of the kits that we are doing weekly, etc. I'm okay with that. We're so busy as it is that we can't keep up. So I am just fine with kind of taking I don't want to say taking a step back. I'm not taking a step back. We're still going to be here. We're still, you know, still going to be doing things, but I'm just going to let this run its course. We'll just say that. So, all right. We have pretty much all the things down. Didn't even really talk about what I was putting down. I did put my appointments down next week. I'm also getting some blood work done. The following week after this week is Mystery Kit 8-week. Lindsay will be prepping those, so I'm excited for her to do her first mystery kit. I think I'm going to kind of keep it a secret myself if I can, or from myself. So I only have 2 videos to film next week, and because I have 2 doctor's appointments, that'll work out great. I'll swing in between those and film those. I'm hoping that we are opening back up the websites this weekend. So I'll be doing my invoices, my payroll. I needed to put my laundry in there. We went camping last weekend. We left right after my MRI, which was just the best way for me to keep my mind busy and spend time with friends and my family. So that was awesome. But now I have all of the camper laundry to catch up on. So I will be working on that some this weekend, and the sheets and that kind of thing will wait until next weekend because we don't need them right now. So that needs to go in there. I think I'm going to use one of my little, I've never used these yet. I got these when Fern Creek did her clearance sale before scaling way back. But it'll be perfect because it's a lot tinier than ours. So I'll put that in there. And put laundry. And I will need to get the camper laundry done because we are going camping the weekend after this one. And that, I believe, will be our last camping trip unless we decide to add on another one at the last minute. So let's put game night in there because that is happening. And here we go. And where are my little game night icons? And then I'll need to put the YouTube stuff in here. And then we will pretty much be done. I'm gonna grab, you guys can't even see what I'm grabbing. I'm gonna grab the gray one because there's gray in this kit, but I am not doing a very good job at pulling it out. So I'm gonna put that in there. Okay, so reading, I finally finished, what was a terrible, terrible book I was reading? Say Her Name. It was terrible. It got recommended to me, and nothing against the person that recommended it to me, but it was terrible. Then I read Wish You Were Gone. I finished that on Sunday. I only gave that one 3 stars, but I am powering through. I thought I was going to finish this book last night, and I did not. So I will not be reading it next week, but I want to put it in here so that I can flip back and see what I read. So I'll be done with it before this coming week, but it is The Beekeeper of, I hope I'm saying this right, Aleppo. It is such a uniquely written book. The writing style is totally different from anything I've read recently. It is very sad. It is a very, very sad book, but I'm enjoying it. So it will definitely get more than 3 stars. So that's exciting because it's been, I feel like the last couple books have really been a struggle. And then the one after that is The Secret Life of Violet Grant. And I am a Kindle reader. Don't throw stones. Are you a Kindle reader or a real reader? Because I like just the convenience of the Kindle. And it's lightweight and I can read it in bed without bothering my husband while he's sleeping. And so, yeah, that's my preferred method. But I put this book on hold like forever ago on ebook, and it was super hard to get hold of, and I finally put a hold on the audiobook, and I did get the audiobook, but I just don't really have the time to listen to audiobooks. I mean every now and then at work I can, but there's, you know, pretty much constantly people coming and going from my office and people messaging from the remote workers, so it's kind of hard for me to, you know, turn it on and leave it on for a good solid half hour. I'm constantly pausing it, and that podcasts work a little bit better for me as far as listening goes. So anyway, that is kind of the story there with the audiobook. So I didn't even finish it before it had to go back. So I've already started the book. I'm probably going to have to like reread the last chapter or something to kind of get caught up on that. which is no big deal. You know, I'll have to find my place. But so I ended up putting a hold on the actual physical book because I was like, I really want to read this book. My friend Dawn and I really enjoyed the first one, it's not a series, it's an author, but all of her characters kind of intertwine. So I'm reading them in chronological order. So we really enjoyed chatting about the first one. So I'm excited to have a book that we both read that we can both chat about. So, all right, what do we got here? 181 and 182. So plan with me. I am going to consider that my weekend, this weekend, will be busy doing the inventory changeover. Why are words hard? So I am just going to push to get the Plan With Me uploaded on Monday, and then that is not the right number. It'll be 181 on Tuesday, 182 on Wednesday. We also need to put, see, last week photo. Which I won't even be able to share because I didn't plan, but either that will be a great photo to realize it happened to the best of us, or I'll end up taking a last week photo of the sunflower kit that I used 2 weeks ago. So that will make Wednesday the midweek. And then Friday, we will put up the non-kit new release video, and we will take last month's photo. So monthly remix, and you know what? I'm also going to need to take a photo of September so that I can post that on the weekend sometime. So September photo. All right, and then this is the non-kit new release. Okay, I do like putting those in there because honestly, that is important, and so is consistency in stickers. All right, so upload non-kit new release. So there is no design work for me next week because this would be the week I would be working on the mystery kit. Lindsay has worked so far ahead because she's an overachiever, so she's taking on the mystery kit this month. Actually, I am only designing one kit this month. Lindsay is going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4 kits this month. We've kind of worked ahead, so you guys won't see any changes or anything like that. But I kind of need to slow her down a little bit so I have time to get some of the reformats done that I want to get in. So yeah, that's kind of what's happening there. So I have a light design month this month, which will give me some time to work on the other things. So I think I need to put the recycling out next week. And I put an orange full box down. You know what? Let's grab some scissors and do some sticker surgery because I have in here somewhere some recycling icons. So we'll put that in there with the wording because I don't want to put orange on orange, but I like that full box, so I don't want to take it down. It's a whole thing, so we're going with it. And yeah, there probably are other stickers I could use out in Luann's office, but it's okay. All right, recycling out. Let me grab my scissors. And we will hack up a pink one because you all know how much I love pink. Let's see how good we can get this. All right, a little piece to trim and we will be good to go. All right, perfect. See, you can make anything work. All right, let's layer that a little bit. All right, I'm gonna get the recycling out at the shop. I think that is it, you guys. So I'm still using the bottom row for personal. I am almost done with knitting a sweater, so I'm hoping I can finish that this weekend. And then probably not knit next week. I'll be busy like tucking in ends and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna track that. I think I mentioned my mom, my sister, my brother-in-law, my husband and I are doing a Peloton challenge. So I have the rest of this week and until the 31st to get, I think I only need 6 miles. So that will be easy peasy, but I am enjoying the consistency of doing that. So that's going back in there. Again, I'm gonna start tracking my water again. My sister, who is a nutrition coach, if you need a referral, let me know. I will be happy to pass along her information for you, but she was talking about how you're actually supposed to drink a glass of water before you sit down and have your coffee every morning. And I was like, why? So coffee is a diuretic, so it will actually kind of dehydrate you. So if you go ahead and start drinking water before your coffee. So anyway, she challenged me to drink 8 ounces of water before my coffee each morning and let her know in a couple weeks if it was making me feel better. So today was day 1. I did it no problem. 8 ounces is not actually that much. And I just drank my water from that I take, up to bed with me from the night before. So it wasn't super cold. So it was pretty easy to get down. So yeah, I'm going to try that. I'll keep you guys posted on how I feel about it. But yeah, I think we are going to call this good for now. I haven't even touched the deco sheet yet. I'm a little not sure of what's going to be happening next week with cleaning up the new inventory system. So I'm not going to put too much in here yet. And I didn't want to fill this entire row with design work. However, I could plop this really cute little guy here. Because yeah, not much design work needing to be done next week. So that is it for me. I so appreciate you guys bearing with me while I took a couple of random weeks off to kind of work through all of that stuff. I'm excited to be back and be more consistent. So until then, I will see you next week. Have a good one.
I know you want it.